My friend, the greatest secret in this world is not hidden in books, banks, or governments. It is hidden inside you, buried beneath the noise, beneath the worry, beneath the endless repetition of small thoughts, lies the most powerful force ever entrusted to man, the subconscious mind. Most men live and die without ever meeting this silent builder of their destiny. They wake, they work, they eat, they sleep, and yet they never realize that every act of their life is the echo of an earlier thought. They are not free men, they are programmed men. They think the same, they feel the same, they act the same, and they call it reality. But the truth is this: your life is not shaped by the world around you. It is shaped by the world within you. The subconscious mind does not argue, it does not question, it does not reason, it simply obeys. It is the servant that never sleeps, the worker that never tires, the silent partner that builds whatever you instruct it to build. If you fill it with fear, it will build a fearful life. If you fill it with faith, it will build an empire. Most men feed their subconscious with defeat. Every complaint, every doubt, every excuse becomes a command. And the subconscious, faithful as a loyal soldier, carries out those orders. It says, as you wish. You say, I can't afford that. The subconscious says, very well, you shall not. You say, I never get lucky. The subconscious says, granted, you will not. You say, I am not smart enough. The subconscious says, as you believe, so shall it be. You see now why most men die poor? Not because they lacked time, not because they lacked opportunity, but because they trained their mind to reject abundance before it could ever arrive. The rich man, however, speaks differently. He does not describe what is, he commands what shall be. He does not beg life to change, he instructs it to. Understand this law. The subconscious accepts whatever you feed it with emotion. It is not moved by idle words. It is moved by belief. It takes the language of feeling and converts it into physical form. That is why the man who feels poor remains poor, and the man who feels rich attracts riches long before the world can explain how. The poor man says, when I see it, I'll believe it. The rich man says, when I believe it, I'll see it. That is how the rich think differently. They understand that thought and reality are not two separate worlds. They are one. The outer world is the photograph of the inner film. The subconscious mind is the camera that never blinks. Now listen closely. Your subconscious cannot create until it is impressed. And it is impressed through repetition, spoken with belief, reinforced by vision, and sealed by feeling. This is the law of autosuggestion, the method by which man reprograms his own mind. Every day you are using autosuggestion, but most use it against themselves. They repeat weakness. They rehearse defeat. They speak failure into their mornings and wonder why their nights are filled with worry. They say, nothing ever changes, and their subconscious says, yes, master. But if you would learn the language of command, you can turn this same mechanism into power. Speak this way: I am worthy of abundance. I am the commander of my destiny. My ideas attract wealth. My faith builds reality. Do not whisper these like a prayer, declare them like a law. For the subconscious does not respond to begging. It responds to authority. The universe itself is built upon order, rhythm, and law. The subconscious mind is your personal bridge to that order. It takes the invisible blueprint of your thought and constructs its visible counterpart. It is the law of creation at work through you. But here's the great tragedy. Most men allow the world to feed their subconscious for them. They wake up to the news. They scroll through noise. They listen to complaint. They absorb fear. And they call this staying informed. No, they are being programmed. He who controls your attention controls your subconscious. He who controls your subconscious controls your destiny. And that is why the rich are fiercely protective of their mind. They do not consume everything. They curate what they hear. They guard their mental diet like a king guards his gold, because they know that what enters the mind becomes matter. Let me give you a truth that will either awaken you or offend you. You are living today exactly what your subconscious accepted yesterday. Your income, your health, your confidence, your results, they are all the mirror of your internal pattern. Change the pattern and the reflection must follow. There is no exception to this law. If you would rise, begin here. Each morning before the world speaks, you must speak to your subconscious. Before it obeys anyone, it must hear you. Read your definite chief aim aloud. Visualize it in detail. Feel it as if it were already yours. Let emotion and image fuse into one. This is how belief becomes command. Then repeat throughout your day, quietly but constantly. I am building my fortune now. My mind is fertile soil for success. I attract wealth because I think wealth. My thoughts are seeds, and my faith is the sunlight that grows them. Understand this. Every great man you admire, Edison, Carnegie, Ford, used this law. They spoke their vision into the subconscious until it became reality. Edison said he would bring light to the world, and he did. Carnegie said he would master steel, and he did. Ford said he would build a car for the common man, and he did. Not because the world believed in them, but because their subconscious did. If you master this one truth, you will never be the same. The subconscious does not serve truth. It serves belief. It does not care if your belief is small or great, positive or negative, wise or foolish. It simply obeys. So choose your belief wisely, for it will shape the architecture of your life. This is why I tell you, do not pray for a better life. Command it. Do not hope for wealth. Program it. Do not wish for confidence. Repeat it until your mind accepts it as law. For once belief becomes natural, reality must follow. The poor man says, I will try. The rich man says, I will. The poor man works for money. The rich man's mind attracts it. The poor man looks for opportunity. The rich man creates it. Same world, different programming. And so I leave you with this command. From this day forward, guard your mind as your most sacred possession. Feed it purpose, feed it faith, feed it wealth. Repeat these truths until they are engraved in your bones. I am the master of my mind. My thoughts are commands. My subconscious is my servant. I do not wait for success. I think it, believe it, and command it. For the subconscious mind is the silent builder of your destiny, and those who master it command the world.